Labour Party crisis in Edo won't stop me. Olumide Akpata assistant assures. So the Olumide Akpata is the governorship candidate of Labour Party in Edo State. So his own assistant has come to tell the people that no matter what is happening in Labour Party, both at state level and national level, that won't stop Olumide Akpata from becoming the governor or the incoming governor of Edo State. I like that courage, I like that optimism, and I like the drive. That is it. Okay, I know that people have tested have tested APC and PDP in Edo State, and now a lot of people are yearning for a change, and that change this time could be Labour Party. But I know that PDP, being an incumbent party in power in Edo State, will be working everything to rig the election. And I know that APC too, being that rigging is their logo, are also ready to rig the election. No wonder Çóm 1SÍS has come to Edo State to say that, Monday Okpebholo of APC is the next governor of Edo State, come sun, come rain. Now, wow. But now Olumide Akpata is also expressing his own optimism and confidence that he will win the election. The governorship candidate representing the Labour Party in Edo State, Olumide Akpata, has assured electorate that internal crisis will not affect his campaign. The former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, while addressing journalists in Benin, the state capital, on Sunday, stated that it is the political will of the people to vote him or not. He said, if we were having primaries, I would be bothered, but this is a state election, and our target audience is the people of Edo State. They are the electorate. It is their vote that we need. It is not in contention that I am the candidate of the Labour Party. Nobody's contesting that. So every organization must have its issues as long as human beings are there. So the best way is to stick to what the law says. And when you can't go wrong, okay, then you can't go wrong. But we are trying our best by keeping faith with our internal dispute resolution mechanism to ensure that we find a solution. There is no doubt that a united house is better than a divided house. We will move on. I don't think any voter in Edo will say because there is a quarrel between two people inside one house, they will not go and vote for Olu Akpata. Yes. They will listen to the message that Olu Akpata has for them. If they are convinced, they will vote. If they are not convinced, they won't vote. So all these crises are just side attractions. Exactly. So recall that the party's national chairman, Julius Aburi, was suspended on the 27th of May 2023 by the leadership of Ward 3 in Arue Uromi, Esan Northeast local government area of Edo State. The ward executives accused Aburi of anti-party activities and other irregularities within his party or within the party. Can you imagine? So what is happening now is that with what is happening, Olumide Akpata is confident. We have also seen how obedience have come together to reject the new secretariat that Julius Aburi created in the national headquarters of Labour Party to take care of administration of obedience, trying to say that obedience must register to be members of Labour Party before they can participate as obedient. It doesn't not obedient, it does not belong to any political party. Obedient is a movement. It is a revolutionary movement, and it is not an organization. It is not headed by anybody. By the time you create an office in the secretariat to administratively manage obedient, then you are already calling them a member of a political party, and then you are already looking for a way to give it a face. Because the only way obedient is surviving now is because there is no face to it. Nobody is a leader, nobody is a member. Obedient is a phenomenon, it is not an organization. But Julius Aburi is trying to create it to make it an organization and give it a face. But that is not going to work. So with all this internal crisis in Labour Party, both at national and at state level, what we're hearing from Olumide Akpata is that he is not going to lose confidence. He is not going to lose. He's sure that people will vote for him, because although people will not sleep because there's crisis in the party, or that two people are angry in the house and quarreling, therefore they will not vote Olumide, because Olumide is not part of the quarrel. That is one. If this is Labour Party primaries, then he will worry, because that can affect them within the party. But now we're talking about governorship election that involves everybody in the state and involves other political parties. He's not going to be worried, because it's all about the message that is passing to the people. If they are convinced by the message, they will vote him. If they are not convinced, they will not vote him. Okay, and so rather than concentrating on the internal crisis in the party, he will concentrate on reaching out to the people of Edo State to be sure that he passed the right message and convince them and give them reason to vote him. Akpata is moving on. As the former leader and the chairman of Nigerian Bar Association, the guy is pressing. Okay, we understand that the internal crisis in Labour Party is not peculiar with Labour Party alone. PDP also has its own internal crisis. Right now, they're even losing their members left, right, and center to APC. APC also has its own internal crisis, especially in the recent time that Okpebolo went to United States to meet with Edo people in diaspora, and he came back with all the grammatical errors in the world. And now there's division in APC saying that Okpebolo is not the right person to represent them. Okay, Okpebolo is not the right person to represent them. Because the guy is articulated, he is not organized, he cannot make points, he has a presentation skill issue, and with all of that put together. So, and I don't know how they're going to resolve that. On the other hand, the PDP is already having an issue, because Obaseki has issue with the Traditional Council of Edo State, and they are ending up in court. As if that is not enough, his high-handedness is not driving people away from PDP to APC. I've also seen how Philip Shaibu and that big group are also trying to work against PDP in Edo State, aligning with APC. So, just like Olumide Akpata is saying, no need to concentrate on internal crisis in the party, because it is not peculiar to Labour Party alone. Almost every party has a problem. And like what he rightly said, every organization will have its own internal problem, as long as there are people running it and there are people in there. So the only way is, while you are resolving the internal crisis, you are also reaching out to the outside to project yourself and project the organization. So it's going to be a two-way attack, a two-pronged attack, so that as you are dealing with the issues internally, you are also dealing with the issues externally. So Olumide Akpata is very optimistic that he will win the forthcoming election in Edo State. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment over the confidence and optimism that Olumide Akpata is expressing here.